We are joined by Texas running back Bijan Robinson. Bijan, great to see you. It's been a while.
I know. It's good to be a part. Good to be back with you.
I've known this kid since he was 14 years old, superstar at South Point Catholic High School.
Youngin.
So that's the first thing I want to talk about. When we're here at Verizon, you've got all these brand deals, Lamborghini, you have your own mustard, etc. How does this nice kid from Tucson turn into this marketing thing that has been going on these last couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I've just stayed nice throughout the whole time, man. No, man, it's just like such a blessing. So many opportunities have been made, throughout my life, and then especially in college, working with just so many great people, from my auntie to my family to Brian. This is so many people that helped me out in the marketing and in the ways that I try to brand myself. But yeah, man, it's really fun to be a part of everything. And now that we're here, from when I was younger, when you saw me as a kid, and then now you see me as a guy that's about to go to the NFL, it's pretty cool.
I want to talk about that mustard real quick. So tell me where that came from, Bijan.
Yeah, so this guy right here, my sophomore year of high school, he brought out some mustard, and we did like a mustard challenge, or like a fun challenge. And you brought the mustard out, and you were like, hey, I got this Bijan mustard. You should name it Bijan mustard one day. And I was like, I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, yeah, cool. Like, that's a cool saying. But it's just crazy how you started it, and then now that we're here,
I'm just gonna flex on this.
That's a big flex. That's a big flex.
Cut out the picture of you. Had to find a picture. You cut it out. Go to Albertsons and buy some mustard and Campbell.
And then now, we'll actually sell it there one day with the actual Bijan mustard. So it's pretty crazy.
Let's talk a little bit about the draft that's coming up tomorrow. You've been looking forward to this moment your whole life. Now that we're a day away, what are you feeling?
Excitement, man. I'm super excited for the opportunity to go out there and represent so many people. I just been blessed this whole time, and just seeing all my family and all the coaches, Coach Benet, he's out here, and just seeing everything that happened from when I was younger, and obviously we were just waiting and seeing throughout my years if this moment would come, and now that it's here. I'm just super excited to get to be in the moment tomorrow and celebrate with so many great people.
3 phenomenal years at the University of Texas. What do you say to the Longhorn fans that have supported you for these past 3 years as you've been doing great?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I love y'all. Y'all supported me throughout this whole time, through the up and downs, and we just been through so many great times and, some adversity, and y'all are still there with me. So I just want to say thank you. And, I'm always a vessel to y'all, and, you guys have a friend, have a player, have everything in me. So appreciate you guys, and I always love you guys.
What does it mean to you that you run down the list of names of Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Cedric Benson, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson, that you are in that pantheon of just the legendary Texas running backs?
I mean, those guys right there, they just set the example on and off the field. And obviously they're Texas legends, but they're legends in life and in the game, and how they always come back and help me. Just a kid that just got to Texas, and I was just trying to find his way. Obviously, I was a running back that people talked about, but immediately, I had those guys in my phone texting me, giving me advice, letting me understand the game and do things the right way. And now that we're here today, now we're like brothers. Those are my big brothers now, and we just developed such a high relationship. But those guys right there, they did it before me, and hopefully I can be a guy that can be a vessel to the other guys that are coming up in the next years.
I know you're been going through this draft process for a while. How much do you look at mock drafts, or do you just not pay attention to that at all? I
don't pay attention to it because I know they're all opinionated.
Right.
But I know that tomorrow's the real day, and somebody's mock draft could be right, somebody could be wrong, but you just never really know until the day comes.
How was that process for you? I know you visited a couple teams, then did all the Zoom meetings. I do want to ask about the Texans. How was your relationship and just the process of going through that with the Houston Texans, and what do they say to you? What do they like about you? Things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I had a formal visit with them at the combine, and it was a great visit, man. I mean, they said, you're amazing as a human being, as a player, and just that relationship with those coaches and the GM, their staff, great human beings, man. And obviously, we don't know what the situations will come with tomorrow, but that's a great organization, great coaching, and I can tell that they're trying to build something really great at that program, and I know it's going to be amazing for those guys.
And you're about to go first round tomorrow. When you get to that moment, knowing that you've been looking forward to it for so long, what do you think the emotions are going to be like for you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm gonna have such a big smile on my face, like I always do. But I never know. You might see some tears coming down just because, like, when your name's called and when your phone rings, like, then anything can happen. You know, I could get shocked and like start crying, like. But I definitely know I'm gonna be super excited, you know, for that moment, and I can't wait to see my family and what they got to, you know, their reactions, and it's just gonna be a great time, man.
Last question for you: you are continuing a family legacy in the NFL,
No doubt.
in football. When you get into the league, knowing that you're part of the legacy of the Robinson family,
Yeah.
when you think about that, how does that hit you?
I mean, it hits me pretty. I mean, it's amazing, man. I mean, you know, I have my Uncle Paul that was a legend with the Bengals, and he was a running back, and you know, now talking to him and him giving me advice, you know, because he played back in the 60s, 70s, back in that era. Like, it's a pretty special moment. Just to represent so many great players that came through my family, especially like my grandfather. You know, he was such a great athlete as well. So it's a cool moment, man, and I can't wait to, you know, celebrate it with them and, you know, continue on the legacy down the line.
Grandfather, great athlete and great referee.
And great referee and great human being. That's all three. So,
all right.
No
Bijan
doubt.
Robinson, about to get drafted in the first round. Glad to see you.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
Glad
kid
to see you
from
as well.
Tucson,
Kid from Tucson.
going through Texas,
Yes,
on
sir.
his way to the NFL to become a superstar. Bijan,
Man,
great to see you, man.
Absolutely, man. That's
Thank
great.
you.
Yep.